Our traffic specialist, Gianna Franco, has the answers in this week's Travel Tuesday. Gianna, a lot of us hitting the roads.
Yeah, definitely. Well, my advice, if you are hitting the roadways, is you can avoid traveling on Wednesday. That is probably your best bet. That's the day before Thanksgiving. You'll probably spend less time sitting in traffic, especially when that evening commute merges with holiday travelers. And the busiest freeway, eastbound I-80 between the Maze and San Pablo Dam Road. Taking a look at traffic here in and around Market Street. You know, a lot of folks may be using Mission or Howard as alternates. Right now, we're not seeing a lot of delays. There is an accident, though, on Folsom, so just a heads up through there. Now, other cities around the U.S. have also closed off some of their streets to traffic. In Manhattan, 14th Street went car-free last year. I spoke with Gersh Kuntzman from Streets Blog NYC about how this move not only clears out the cars, but also affects climate change.
Good transit helps tens of thousands of people.
And the goal with these closures on Market Street is to make it more pedestrian and bike friendly and hopefully ease traffic congestion. So for more info on that Market Street changes, head to our website, kpix.com. Yeah, it's a tough one right now in San Jose. The investigation and cleanup of an earlier crash continues. This is on Capitol Expressway. Eastbound lanes remain closed from Seven Trees to Center Road. Now, the incident happened just before 2 this morning. A car veered off the road, hit a tree, then caught fire. The fire is out. However, fire crews did have to pull a passenger out of the vehicle. That person was transported to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. As far as the impact to traffic goes, you're going to see some delays in and around that area. Eastbound Capitol Expressway remains shut down until further notice. No word yet as to when those lanes will reopen. You can use Tully or even 101 as alternates depending on where your commute takes you.
I have a feeling, though, Gianna's not down with this.
Freddy Krueger's like the one scary person character. I don't know what he is that I just want to avoid altogether. So I might
Still don't know what Freddy is.
I might just, yeah. My heart's beating fast right now. I don't know what Freddy is, so we don't need to. You know, as a parent, you go from baby car seats to toddler car seats to booster seats. So, you know, it all changes in sizes. So swapping them in and out, it's all different.
It is.
Live look here at the San Mateo Bridge, and you can see traffic getting a little bit busy here. More volume, more cars on that westbound side. Taillights heading towards 101, and that is the commute direction. Travel time now at about 15 to 17 minutes to go between 880 over towards 101. So sluggish as you head through there. As we head into the holidays, many of us may have plans to get away, but the problem this morning, our business is ready for a surge in travelers. Joining me live now, CBS News Senior Travel Advisor Peter Greenberg. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
And good morning to you from Seville in Spain.
Oh, look at that. Lucky you. All right, let's get right to it. How will hotels, restaurants, and tourist-driven businesses handle the influx of travelers amid a staffing shortage? Very difficult for holiday travels if those prices keep increasing. And, you know, from the airways to the roadways, there are plenty of popular travel destinations within driving distance from the Bay Area. But with gas prices increasing, will those areas still see a high demand this holiday travel season, or will people decide just to stay home?
Well, every indication seems to be that will not.
All right, and now that children as young as 5 are getting vaccinated, families might feel more comfortable traveling. How can they find some of the better deals on popular family destinations, especially with those increase in travel costs? Other things to look for on Friday at Chase Center, your Warriors taking on the Indiana Pacers. That tips off at 7:30. Also happening on Saturday is the 2020 Bay Area Brew Fest at the Festival Pavilion in San Francisco. And if you're a dog lover, well, Saturday and Sunday at Cow Palace, it's the Golden Gate Kennel Club Dog Show. But there is a chance of rain expected for this weekend. So if you are headed out and about, don't forget that umbrella. I love that. All right, we'll be tracking their progress throughout the week and sharing all of that with you guys. And I also thought it would be a lot of fun for us here to support the initiative and support the cause and track our steps to see how we stack up against those kids. So, Len, Michelle, Mary, I'm looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving. What to expect, Gianna?
Hey guys, yeah, a lot of people are excited to kind of see friends and family. I know I will be. And so on this week's Travel Tuesday, timing is everything, especially when it comes to beating that getaway rush. And the experts are saying you're going to want to be flexible.
The best time to leave.
So you probably want to avoid traveling on Wednesday altogether if you can. And that was Sergio Avila from AAA Northern California, who also says we could see holiday travel numbers within 5% of pre-pandemic levels. So what freeway will be the busiest? I'll have that coming up in the next hour. Right now, we've got some busy freeways to deal with, especially if you're headed towards the Bay Bridge. Other getaway routes that will likely be busy on Wednesday. Southbound 101 heading towards Gilroy. Say if you're heading to 152 to I-5. Northbound 101 heading towards Marin County. Eastbound 580. That Altamont Pass, Tracy area heading to I-5 as well. And the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, Carquinez Bridge will likely see heavier than usual traffic. So definitely plan ahead. And again, if you can avoid traveling on Wednesday or even Sunday on the way home, you'll probably save some extra time. All right, let's save you some time on the roadways right now as you head out and about. Now that the U.S. borders are opening up to vaccinated international travelers, we might start seeing more and more tourists coming to the Bay Area. And not to mention, it is also the holiday travel season.
Traffic expert Gianna Franco joins us now to explain. What's this all about, G?
Hey, Len, you know, I love this story because this family saw a problem and they solved it in a way where they are making memories and having a lot of fun adventures on the road.
If you type in the hashtag van life on any social media platform, you'll find thousands of users posting about this nomadic lifestyle. But this growing trend isn't just for retirees or young Instagrammers. Families who are looking to travel safely are stocking up these tiny homes on wheels and heading to the great outdoors.
Okay, come on in.
Meet Ron and Shannon DeSandro. They purchased a conversion van last fall so they could travel around safely with their 3 kids.
Pacifica, our houses are really small. So homeschooling and then having my husband working and us all crammed in this little house is really difficult. So being able to go travel and see different places, it gives you a different perspective and the kids are happier. It's really cool to see Hazel thrive during, you know, her class Zooms because she's like, look where I'm at. I'm doing this today and tomorrow we're going here. So it's really cool. And it's good for Ron, too, to get away.
But they also needed something more, space. So now the van doubles as Ron's home office, and he's been working at home since the start of the pandemic.
I think the real beauty and kind of additional ability that we get as a family is that I can take this out and park it up on a local spot in the area and basically just work out of the van the entire day.
So I bet you're wondering, how does a family of 5 and a dog fit inside of here?
The van is cleverly and neatly packed with all the comforts of home, a kitchenette, refrigerator, plenty of space for storage, an entertainment center, sleeping areas, and yes, even a bathroom with a shower.
I love it. I love that the shower pops out. I love that I can shower anywhere. It's just like showering at home. I love it.
So why a van and not an RV or a travel trailer? Well, for some, what you give up in size, you gain in practicality.
For me, like, this is it. So I drive this around. If I got to go somewhere, I go shopping in this vehicle and I take care of whatever, you know, errands I got to run in this thing. So the size really is important in that respect. You don't want to be driving around a large, you know, vehicle all the time trying to park in, you know, parallel parking spots.
But it can be done, and there's a lot of tools on board to make that a lot easier.
But this thing's got the full 360-degree camera system, so you can see everything in the front all the way around. It's really awesome for like safety scenarios or situations when you're driving.
What I love about traveling in a van is that they're nice and compact.
Trevor James is one of the co-founders and owners of Moterra, which offers tailored vacations in high-end camper vans.
So you don't actually have to stay in an RV site. You can pull up into BLM land or national forest, and they're completely capable of existing on their own.
I mean, it really is like a luxury apartment on wheels. They're gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you think that. That's exactly what we're hoping for. You know, when we put it together, we're thinking we didn't want to spare any expense. How could we get people into the outdoors and not have them have any of these trade-offs that might come with camping?
This has been a really good experience for my family, and I would just really recommend people at least try something like this. Go out and rent a van. Go out and just maybe rent a travel trailer and just go do it. It's really fun, and it's good for everybody, and it's good for everyone's mental health.
I really like having dinner outside, and I really like having campfires and having s'mores. Me too.
As RV, travel trailer, and camper van sales continue to soar, it seems like this trend is here to stay.
And the key there, it has a bathroom. So you can follow along with the DeSandro family and check out all the fun they're having with school and work life on the road on their Instagram and blog page at Van in Shenanigans. All right, let's head over to the roads here and take a look at how traffic is faring this morning.
I am inside an E-Cascadia Big Rig Freightliner. Why is this so interesting? It's because it's an all-electric big rig.
These battery-powered semi-trucks are something you could soon see on the roadways as companies look to improve their carbon footprint.
So we got right here the Freightliner EM2. This is one of our fully battery electric trucks. We also have our Freightliner E-Cascadia here. That's a full Class 8 semi-tractor truck. And these are fully battery electric, which means that there is no engine in them anymore, no transmission, after treatment system, driveline. A lot of the moving parts are removed from the truck.
There are numerous advantages to using electric big rigs: lower maintenance cost, driver enthusiasm, and the biggest, the positive impacts on the environment.
If you were to replace just one traditional diesel-sized truck, that's the equivalent of 10 passenger cars off the road.
You might recognize the name Sysco. It's often seen on the side of big rigs and trucks. They are the leading global food service distribution company, and they gave these electric big rigs a test drive.
Our drivers had a chance to take the vehicle out on different routes, less than 100 miles, more than 100 miles, and testing different opportunities for us, and they absolutely loved the vehicle. It performed brilliantly for them, so we're really excited about it.
And it's surprisingly similar to what you would see in a regular vehicle. In fact, here's where the charging is, where you would plug in the vehicle just like a regular car, and here's the two batteries right here that it charges.
So how does an electric big rig compare to a more traditional gas or diesel one?
Most common questions: do they have enough power? I hope we'll get you in here next, and you will see electric motors have instant torque, instant acceleration. Once you step on it, it'll just go.
And with the push of a button, a flip of a switch, I was on my way.
The first things I noticed, being that it's all electric, is how quiet this big rig is. This is whisper quiet.
These electric trucks take about 2.5 hours to fully charge, and they can go about 250 miles. But then what?
The vehicle is very exciting, but the charging infrastructure is certainly a big topic that customers need to think about as well.
That's right. So we'd love to be able to charge them at our own facility overnight. You know, for us, typically the truck would go out early in the morning, have a circle route that it would drive, come back in the late afternoon for its day. We'd love to be able to charge overnight.
So when can we start seeing these on the highway?
We're looking forward to showing these vehicles off to customers and go into production in the next 2 years.
So if you see one of these on the roadways, now you know what to expect. All right, see you later.
Gianna Franco, KPIX 5.